back to the beginning, man.
The beginnings.
I feel like that you've been like, even though you may not even understand your magnitude in this industry, I definitely feel like we all definitely know who you are, you know. And but I want you to bring it back to the beginning for people that don't understand. But you grew up in the Mowry household,
Yeah.
and you have super famous siblings, TNT and Taj, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's that process like growing up in that house?
It was on one hand, that's just family, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister, that's my brother. And like, do you have any siblings?
I do.
Yeah, so it's like, how many you got, like sisters, brothers? What's going on?
I got sisters and brothers.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, hey, so like if I was like, hey, what's up with your sister? Like, oh, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it was inside the house. You know what I'm saying? But you step outside the house and things are different. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But my perception of them, like that's blood, that's family over everything. And you know, we come from very strong-willed parents. A lot of people don't know, like my pops was in the military for 20 years. My mom was in for 13. And we were raised with those values, very like militaristic, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. A commitment to excellence. And that kind of just bleeds over into anything and everything we do. So that's kind of what it was like growing up in that house. It's just like, man, if you're gonna do something, you gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying?
So now you mentioned just having a militant, you know, like a militant, I guess, base, because mom and dad were years. How influential was this brought up, that upbringing, in your career and your life right now?
Oh, it's so pivotal. Like I live in Nashville right now, Tennessee. I moved out here like a year ago, but like I don't care if I'm in a Kroger, I don't care if I'm at a movie theater, if I'm anywhere, it's still to this day, yes sir, no sir. Like I'm showing honor to my elders. I'm showing respect even to people my age and younger. Just off of principle. You don't need to prove yourself to me to get respect from me. You have it just by nature. You know what I'm saying? So by walking through this life and carrying that with me, I already have, I won't say like a leg up, but like I have a accurate perception of how to operate in the business world because I'm serving respect, you know what I'm saying? And like you gotta give respect to get respect, but I don't give it to get it. I just give it off of principle, so it comes back, you know?
That's the trick. Yes. You're giving out gems. You're giving out gems right now. You be good and come back to you. I promise you.
That's facts.
Great facts. Bringing it back to, I guess, the upbringing, because we want you to.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
So you can bring us to current. But now you grew up in this really famous family, man. When did you realize, like, oh snap, my sisters are famous and my brothers? Like, when did that?
I think it was like it had always. Sorry if you hear music in the background. My wife, she's playing guitar in the other room. All right, for sure. It was kind of one of those things where when I became around like elementary school age, you start to understand like, yo, and I'll be honest with you, people treated me one kind of way, but when they find out who I am, they start treating me a different way. And then I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then as I grew older and started to mature even more, I would witness the switch up, you know what I'm saying, like on cue. And then I was like, okay, cool. So I guess in this world, if you're somebody of like some kind of stature, people would treat you differently because of that. But they'll also look at you differently even if they don't know who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was always like, you know, if somebody's gonna treat me a certain kind of way off the rip just because off a hearsay, I'm gonna at least let you know who I really am so you can make an accurate analysis of who I am. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the whole situation growing up and realizing that like you know, people be buddy buddy when they find out who you are, but wasn't really trying to be cool with you in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
So that now, how did that, like, when did you learn how to navigate? Because you think about it, like you were the one that wasn't necessarily in Hollywood per se, or were you?
Uh-huh.
Or were you when we didn't?
Nah, like, so my sisters were doing sister, like 15, 16. They're 15 years older than me. So I was young. So I came up and they was already on. So while my brother and sisters, they would be going out on auditions, my mom would be like, hey, I want you to go out on auditions too. So I would go out on auditions as a kid. But I was just like, Ma, like, I'm just trying to ride my bike right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like the boys is out at the cul-de-sac, like we throwing around the football. Like, I'm trying to play football. I don't want to go do that. So all I was focused on was being a football player. Like that's all I wanted. You know what I'm saying? That was my main focus. So acting was like I didn't really rock with it like that at the time. I can't say that right now because you know I am acting currently. So
So man, so it's interesting. So everything kind of like did like a 180 for you. So let me ask you, you thinking back and looking back, now would you, if your mom's was to give you that opportunity again to be back on auditions, knowing what you have,
mhm.
back and be like, Mom, put me in everything.
Oh no, I would not trade it for the world. I
Mm,
would not trade it for the world because if I hadn't walked this path that I walked, I wouldn't be the man that I am today.
100%
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? Thank you. And like I love myself, you know what I'm saying? And it took time to get there, but I'm here. You feel me?
Definitely, definitely here, man.